Looking for the best gaming CPU to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get Number 1. Intel Core i7-14700KF. The Core i7-14700KF is our high-end pick for Intel, delivering around 96 to 99% of the 14900K's gaming performance at 75% of the price. That's a winning formula that makes it hard to choose the 14900K for a gaming-focused build. The 14700KF comes with 20 cores, including 8 performance cores and 12 efficiency cores, making up 28 threads, and a boost clock of up to 5.6 GHz, making it a powerful choice within its price range. It's also the first overclockable Intel chip we've recommended in this list, which allows you to tweak out a bit of extra performance. The chip runs slightly cooler than the 14900K, but still requires a robust cooling solution, ideally a tower air cooler or 240mm plus AIO. As with other 12TH/13TH/14TH Gen Intel options, both DDR4 and DDR5 motherboards are supported, but as you're opting for a high-end option, then DDR5 is the obvious choice given its measurable edge in our testing for 1080p gaming. Number 2. Intel Core i5-14400F. For Intel, the value sweet spot is occupied by the Core i5-14400F. While the 5700X3D represents the ultimate upgrade for AM4 systems, the 14400F is a more future-looking choice that allows for great performance in the short term and plenty of upgrade potential later on, plus compatibility with modern PCIe 5.0 SSDs. With 10 cores, including 6 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores, the 14400F is a better choice than the 5700X3D for content creation and performs admirably in gaming scenarios too. Frame rates in CPU-limited games at 1080p are in line with previous Gen Core i7 models, while at 1440p or 4K you'd expect the GPU to be the bottleneck in most titles. As with other 14th Gen Intel parts, you have the choice between a DDR4 and DDR5 motherboard, with DDR4 RAM offering slightly lower prices and DDR5 boasting a small speed boost and a more future-proof design. With DDR5 RAM kits now relatively affordable, I'd be tempted to go with the latter, but both are viable options. Number 3. AMD Ryzen 7-5700X3D. The Ryzen 7-5700X3D is an easy pick for best value AMD processor for gaming, especially if you get it from AliExpress where delivery times are longer but prices are heavily reduced. Like the, now discontinued but almost identical, 5800X3D, its large 96MB L3 cache plus a sensible 8-core, 16-thread design allows it to hit incredible frame rates compared to anything else in its generation. It even faces off favorably against AMD's flagship Ryzen 9 5950X or Intel's Core i9-12900K. For example, in Flight Simulator 2020, it's more than 33% faster than the 5800X, which is the difference between a meager 44 frames per second average and a solid 60 frames per second. However, that cache isn't a magic bullet in absolutely every game, with esports fare like League of Legends and CS2 running about the same on the 5800X and 5700X3D. Still, the extra cache is often transformative in CPU-limited scenarios, making the 5700X3D the ultimate gaming upgrade for the huge number of older Ryzen systems out there. Even if you're building a new system, the 5700X3D earns its best value title through compatible DDR4 RAM and AM4 motherboards being extremely affordable these days, especially on the second-hand market. For more detail, you can check out our Ryzen 7 5800X3D review, while our Ryzen 7 9800X3D review tests both the 5700X3D and 5800X3D in more recent games. Number 4. Intel Core i3-14100F. The Core i3-14100F is a surprisingly fast entry-level processor, which gives full access to modern components like PCIe 5.0 SSDs and DDR5 RAM whilst also costing less than any other option on this list. Its quad-core design even manages to outperform the older mid-range value heroes in gaming, like the Core i5-11600K and the Ryzen 5 3600. This power can be attributed to the big boost to single-core performance that Intel achieved with their LGA 1700 designs, plus a straightforward 4-core 8-thread design that eschews the P-core and E-core architecture of the higher-tier Intel processors of this generation. That ensures a consistent level of performance across a range of games and operating systems. Going with the 14100F gives you a solid base level of performance for gaming right away, while giving you plenty of room for a meaningful upgrade later, as both cheap DDR4 motherboards or more future-looking DDR5 boards accept up to a 14,900K for a massive upgrade to CPU power. Note that the similar 14100 is the same processor but with integrated graphics capability. Normally this model is more expensive, but it's worth checking to see if it's cheaper than the 14100F or around the same price in your region. Number 5. AMD Ryzen 5 5600. The AMD Ryzen 5 5600 is the cheapest Ryzen 5000 processor, and therefore is the most affordable way to get the excellent single-core performance that define this series of CPUs. It's noticeably faster in many games than earlier Ryzen designs, so it makes a great upgrade for folks still using popular older processors like the Ryzen 7 1700X, Ryzen 5 2600 or Ryzen 7 3700X. Compared to the more expensive Ryzen 5 5600X, the 5600 has a 200 MHz deficit in terms of its rated core clocks, a tiny margin that is more or less erased due to how Ryzen processors boost until they hit thermal or power limits. This means that the two CPUs offer basically identical performance, within 2 or 3 percentage points, so just take whichever is cheaper. Elsewhere, the 6-core and 12-thread design allows you to do things like recording video or running background applications while gaming. Higher core counts are helpful for more strenuous content creation tasks, like video transcoding or 3D rendering, but for most people this design is more than sufficient. In terms of upgrade options, you could later replace the 5600 with the 5700X3D or 5800X3D for significantly better gaming performance, or something like the 5900X or 5950X if content creation becomes more of a focus.